Mr. Speaker, I rise in strong support of H.R. 2647. This bill contains significant policy and funding initiatives that address important issues for our military personnel and quality of life. I was honored to serve with Military Personnel Subcommittee Chairwoman Susan Davis, who I have seen firsthand promote our service members, their families, and veterans. Mr. Speaker, I would also like to thank Chairman Ike Skelton and the professional staff of the Armed Services Committee for their efforts, particularly John Chapla and Jeanette James. To that end, the bill contains many important initiatives, including a military pay raise of 3.4%. The raise is 0.5% above the President's budget request. Mindful of the challenge the Army is having with large numbers of non-deployable personnel, we have recommended continued growth in Army end strength. The bill would allow the Army to increase by 30,000 in 2011 or 2012. I'm particularly pleased that we changed the matching fund requirement to 75-25% ratio between the Department of Defense and the states for the National Guard Youth Challenge program. In addition, the bill protects child custody arrangements for deployed parents, championed by Congressman Mike Turner of Ohio. With all these good things in the bill, I must again raise my disappointment that we were unable to even debate my amendment at full committee dealing with concurrent receipt, the elimination of the survivor benefit plan, and the dependency and indemnity compensation offset, more sadly known as the widow's tax, the extension of health care to early retiring reserve component members, and the use of the misnamed reserve fund in the budget resolution. Had the Democratic leadership seen eliminating these injustices as a priority, they could have allocated the small percentages necessary in the $15 trillion they provided for government spending 2010 to 14. This is less than 1/6% of mandatory spending for this period. In addition, I was disappointed by the fact that for the second year in a row, we were unable to include my amendment to extend early retirement credit for service for National Guardsmen and reservists back to September 11, 2001, retrospectively. The prospective retirement credit since January 28, 2008 is a start, but as a 31-year veteran of the Army National Guard, I know more needs to be done. As a nation, we owe more than our gratitude for the brave men and women in uniform and their families, past and present, for the sacrifices they make to protect our freedom. With that, Mr. Speaker, H.R. 2747 is a strong defense authorization bill. I urge my colleagues to vote yes in support of H.R. 2746. I will submit my entire statement for the record. Congratulations to our dedicated colleague, Congressman John McHugh of New York, for his selection to serve as Secretary of the Army. I yield back the balance of my time.